Welcome everybody to the Daily Otter Report, the Daily Otterline Report, whatever you want to call it. This is the online report. We are going through results from yesterday and today's picks. It's going to be a super great episode, and we're going to make it nice and quick for you as usual. And then we'll see if there's a few headlines making their way around the league that are kind of exciting. Let's see what's going on today. So headlines. So what happened last night? Oilers scored 6 goals in second shutout Canucks. That's not surprising. Bruins surged past Blackhawks for a sixth straight win in a row. I know the Blackhawks scored the first two goals. So Blackhawks were up, and then they gave up whatever it was, 5 straight goals. Now the Ottawa Senators Montreal Canadian game. I watched some of that. We had our picks on Ottawa. It was looking really, really great. 4 minutes left in the third period. We're up by 2 goals. Over the next 5 or 6 minutes, Ottawa allowed 3 goals and loses the game in overtime. Absolutely unreal. Then one of the Ottawa players makes a comment about how your goalie needs to make more than 10 saves to win a game, which is incredibly unprofessional comment to make to the media. All the fans are thinking it, people are thinking it, but I feel like it just doesn't help the team to make comments like that. So that was a little bit unfortunate to see, but hopefully today's a bounce back game for Ottawa fans because that was a tough one. That was tough. And that was a game that Ottawa actually looked really good. They played great. Stutzel had an unreal goal last night between the legs, roofed it. It was just so beautiful. Ottawa looked really good. They deserved that win, but they didn't get it. So obviously they didn't deserve it because they didn't get it, but you get what I mean. So that's what's going on around the league. So our picks yesterday, we picked Ottawa, so close. Carolina, Minnesota, huge underdog in that game. Like the odds to win for them are like 43%. So we did really well on that one. So we won our pick on Minnesota, Carolina, and we lost on Ottawa. So we went 2 for 3 last night, 1-2, lost 1, and now that we improved to 46 wins and 31 losses. So a pretty decent run we're having. And last night the model overall went 6 wins and 7 losses, which is fine. You're going to have good nights, you're going to have rough nights. The key is on a night like that where you actually lose more than you win, that your featured picks do okay. And we did experience that yesterday where the featured picks did all right. Diamond picks went 1-1. My picks, which are featured, went 2-3. So we were able to filter out some of the noise, I guess you could say. And even though it does say we went 6-7, technically we went 7-7 because that Minnesota Buffalo game, the model actually told you to fade that. So the consensus, this is the consensus pick. So consensus was Buffalo will win, but the model said, but even though we're saying Buffalo's going to win, I think you should pick Minnesota. So technically, we split the atom here at 50-50. So that was last night. Now this and the Winnipeg game too. I mean, that game was crazy. I thought you just can't trust Winnipeg. That's the thing. You just can't trust them. And Toronto Maple Leafs get a lot of hate, but they're a very good team. Like when they turn it on, and they have a lot of skill. And it was on display, at least in the third period. They're fast, skilled team. So I wasn't overly surprised to see Winnipeg blow that lead and lose that game. In the Columbus game, so Columbus Blue Jackets, Pittsburgh Penguins, I had a feeling Columbus would be a good pick. They got a new coach. He's actually local here, Atlantic Canada. He's from Moncton, Maritime. So that's pretty cool. And it seems like the team's very fired up to have this new coach, and they want to do well. So not a huge surprise that Columbus won that game. I was kind of thinking they may, but the model did have Pittsburgh, but the model doesn't have this context. So there's sometimes where humans can do better. But it was a close game. Oh, I mean, that could have gone either way. Went to overtime. Crosby had a really nice tip. But anyway, Columbus took that one. And Panthers, big bounce back. Panthers, there was my boys. They had a huge bounce back game against Washington. The score ended up 5-2. I think there was 2 empty netters. Washington did not look great last night. Florida looked good. Their forecheck was great. So it was a really nice bounce back game for Florida, which puts them right back in the for a second. Like it's still looking dicey in playoffs. They need to get guys back, but if they can just string together a few wins, they're like right in the race. So are really rooting for the Panthers, which may be the most hated team in the NHL. Is there a team hated more than the Florida Panthers? I don't know. They can't do anything right. People are mad that they have the most. People are mad about everything with the Panthers, like that they're too rough, that they have the most power plays, that like whatever it is, it seems like they can't do anything right. But I mean, that's par for the course. When your team has won back-to-back Stanley Cups and you have Kachuk and Marchand on your team, you're probably not going to be a fan favorite. Your fans will love you, but other people's probably won't. But anyway, so last night model technically went 7-7, 7 wins, 7 losses. My picks went 2 wins, 1 loss. And let's jump to today. So today's picks. Today's picks are spicy. I'm never confident in my picks, even though we've done pretty well. It's always scary. But today we're going with Tampa Bay. This says Detroit, but I think, okay, that's a fade. So today we're going with Tampa Bay, Ottawa, and Edmonton. So the model here is one of those fades. The model is actually predicting Detroit, but saying this particular matchup with these models has not performed well, so you are better to go against it. So this is one of those fade games. You can actually see the signal better here. So this is, if you're a premium member, this is the consensus page. So when this combination of models has agreed, it's gone 6-15, which is a 29% win rate. So if you counter that, you've actually done quite well, which is what we're doing here. So the models agree that Detroit should win this game, but we're flipping it and we're going Ottawa. So today's picks, we're going Tampa Bay Lightning over the Dallas Stars. We're going Ottawa over Detroit, and we're going Edmonton over St. Louis. So those are the picks for the day. Those are the free picks. Actually, that's all the picks today because there's only 3 games on the board. So if we want to check out each individual matchup, so if we look at Ottawa versus Detroit, so this sample size is 21 games with a 29% win rate, right? So that's why we're fading it, we're countering it, we're being contrarian on this pick, and we're going Ottawa. So Ottawa on the road is 11-10-2. The last 10 games they're 4-5-1. Detroit is pretty good at home, gotta say. They're 17-8 and the last 10 they've done well, 7-2-1. So obviously with those numbers, Ottawa's pretty heavy underdog. Scary bet. This is a very scary bet. This is a scary bet. Not a bet I would make normally, but we're just following the numbers. We just follow the numbers. We got St. Louis Blues, Edmonton Oilers. This is a 47 game sample size at a 66% win rate, which is pretty crazy. St. Louis struggles on the road. Edmonton pretty good at home. Last 10, both teams pretty similar. Edmonton 62% chance to win, so not a huge value here, but at a 66% win rate and 62% odds, we're gonna take Edmonton at home against St. Louis. They don't have Draisaitl, but didn't seem to matter last night. Tampa Bay and Dallas Stars. This is 123 sample size, which is huge, and a 60% win rate. Tampa away is 10-4. Dallas at home is 12-6. So this is quite the clash. Like, Dallas Stars is a really good home team, but they've struggled the last 10 games big time. And Tampa they just took that nasty loss against Nashville. Was it someone? It was Nashville or no, St. Louis. I forget exactly who it was, but it was one of those teams that shouldn't have beat them, and they did. So Tampa needs to revenge tonight against one of the better teams in the league, the Dallas Stars. So we're riding with Tampa. So that's where we're sitting at. That's what's up. If you are a premium member, Otterline.club/consensus, you can see all the models, their win rates, all the combinations, and all the information's there. So good luck tonight on your slates. Let's hopefully we get some luck. We haven't swept the night in a while. 3 wins, 0 losses. We haven't done it in a while. Last night was close. We're due, guys. We're due for it. All right.